everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today for the Scrap 5 challenge. Today, along with some other crafty ladies, I will be using on my layout rub-ons, 5 different pattern papers, gems or other type of bling, mist, and I also need to use 2 or more different fonts on my title. Now, all of the items I use on my layout today, I'll go ahead and list them in the description box along with the links to everyone participating today. So be sure to go on over and check out their layout, see how they use these same 5 items. So today I am also doing something I don't do a lot here on my channel, which is to do a double page layout. I think the last time I did this was back in the summertime. Now, I am going to be using 5 photos all together, and I'm documenting my son's 21st birthday. His birthday is on December 20th, and it is a December memories layout, but not Christmas themed like a lot of the layouts I've been doing this month so far. Now, I am using a collection, a birthday themed collection from Close to My Heart, and you will notice that although it's a birthday themed collection, a lot of these patterns can be used for non-birthday theme layouts. Now, we would definitely love if you took on the challenge and use the hashtag scrap5 so we can take a look at how you use these items as well. And if you're not on Instagram and did not use the hashtag so we can find you, go ahead and let us know in the comments of our videos where we can find your layouts so we can take a look. So here I'm going to start preparing my background, and I'm going to use this as one of the borders around my photos. So you can see I'm gutting out the center part because you're not going to see that once I layer up some more pattern paper on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove about a ½ inch from each side of this pattern paper, and that would be pattern paper number 1. I do have to use 5 altogether. Now, I wanted to have a solid border all the way around my layout, so I'm going to use the sapphire cardstock from Close to My Heart, and I am going to go ahead and add that to both pages. So there you can see I added adhesive to one side, made sure it was nice and centered on my cardstock, and then I went ahead and adhered the other 3 sides. So now I'm going to use pattern paper number 2, and I'm just using my pen just to mark where I'm going to cut it out, and I marked it on the back side, of course, so you can't see that ink mark. And I'm pulling out the second sheet of that same pattern paper here, and I'm going to add it to my right page. Now, I am not going to see this cardstock back here because that pattern paper is going to cover it up, so I'm going to remove it and save it for later on, and I will go ahead and use that for matting my photos, so it's not going to be wasted at all. I'm going to get use out of that part that I'm cutting out right now, and I'm just using my craft knife along with my metal ruler to go ahead and remove that. So here I have my background completed. So far I've used, let's see, 2 pattern papers, and I'm using a third one now. This is actually the flip side of that dotted paper, and I'm using the scraps to go ahead and add a border to the bottom of each of my pages, and you will notice right away it's not going to be matchy. It's going to be a little different. Each page is going to be a little different with those borders. And I even add one to the top of the right page. I do not add one to the top of the left page, but I will add in my title to the top of the left page. So I knew here I did not want both sides to be matching too much. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, and I really love how this turned out. So here I'm using another piece of the scraps that's left over and adding that border to the top right page. And there I have 3 pattern papers on there right now. So here I have my photos. I went ahead and added a blue cardstock, that sapphire blue cardstock, behind my larger photo, and I am using a 4x6 photo and then some smaller ones, which I cannot remember the measurements. They look to be about maybe 2x3, but if you want the exact measurements, just let me know. I'll go ahead and add that in the description box for you guys. And I'm pulling in my pattern paper number 4 using this white background with all of those gifts and party hats and some stars on there, and just adding that as a border around my smaller photos. Of course, you will not see the pattern on there when it's as a matte behind my photos, but you'll just see those colors peeking out, and you can see this layout is going to be really busy with all of these different patterns, which is something I have a very hard time doing, is mixing my patterns. But that's the good thing about using the same collection throughout your layout. All of these colors already match, and a lot of these patterns just go really nicely with each other. So here I'm pulling in pattern paper number 5, which is these really awesome stars and some blues and greens and yellows, and I'm adding that as a thicker border around the larger photo that I'm adding to the left page. So now I want to add that blue cardstock behind those 3 photos that's going to sit on the right page, and I also added some in behind the smaller one and the larger one that's going to be on the left page. So now my photos are all matted, and I will go ahead and move on to my title. Now my title need to have 2 or more different fonts, and I decided to go ahead and use just 2 fonts today. Oh, right now I'm matting my larger photo. You can see there I had to piece together my cardstock to make it go all the way around. And I had these banner letters in my stash, so I'm going to spell out the word happy using those stickers, and then I'm going to use some white foam stickers from Close to My Heart and add in the word birthday. And you'll see I will move that banner over to the right side in just a few moments. So I added in a sticker banner from the sticker sheet that came with this collection, and I just was not liking how it looked to that left corner. So I decided to move the word happy over to the right side, closer to my word birthday. And I'm using the sticker right now and starting a cluster to the bottom right corner of the right page. So here I'm just adding in some more of the stickers from the sticker sheet that came with the collection, and some of these stickers I do add some foam adhesive behind them just to lift them off the page and giving me a little bit of dimension. And some of these I will move around. You can see I'm moving down that word phrase that says celebrate. And here you can see I moved everything up to the top left corner. I moved that photo up a little bit closer to my title. That way I can create a larger cluster to the bottom of it. And now I'm going to add in my rub-ons. Now, I needed to use rub-ons on this layout. I do not have a lot of rub-ons in my stash. I recently destashed my supplies and got rid of most of my rub-ons. I had to really dig to find this pack here, and I searched and searched. I found the word wish, which is very tiny as you can see, but it's on there, so it counts, and I added it directly onto my photo. So now I'm adding in some acrylic stars, and these are also from Close to My Heart. Once I have all of those in place, I will use my liquid adhesive, the liquid glass from Close to My Heart, and go ahead and adhere all of those onto the page. So now I'm adding in the 4th item to my layout, which would be to add some gems or bling. And I'm using some glitter gems, some gold glitter gems from Close to My Heart. You can see I use quite a bit of Close to My Heart items on this layout. I am a consultant, so if you're interested in grabbing any of these for yourself, I'll have my website linked in the description box. And I added those gems right next to the lower right cluster on this right page, and next to the photo all the way to the left on the left page, and also around the larger photo as well. Now I'm adding in my mist, which is item number 5. But I'm not using it as a mist. I am using it as splatters. It is the white linen dilutions spray. And I just open it up, use a paintbrush with it, a very small paintbrush, to add in those splatters. Now to bring in just a little bit more white and tie in those white splatters, I'm using my white gel pen and adding a border all the way around both of my pages. And here I'm going to move this cluster down to the lower right corner. I think I needed something a little larger to that side, so I'm going to go ahead and add the cupcake to the lower right cluster and pull in that present sticker to the top space there, right next to the top photo. And the little word phrase there says "so much fun." I'm gonna add that yellow star directly onto my cupcake. And here I have a close-up look at my finished layouts, both pages. I absolutely love how this turned out. I love that I was able to complete a double page layout today. I hope you guys enjoy the process. If you want to see more double page layouts, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, go on over and check out everyone else's videos today and see how they use these items on their layouts. So if you guys enjoy the process, be sure to give me a thumbs up before you leave, and do consider subscribing. And I want to thank you all for watching today. Until my next video. Bye.